From the landscape to the people, there's been a lot of tears shed and a lot of good times too. So it's something I wouldn't trade, that's for sure. It bugged me, I guess, when people would always joke at work, oh, you'll be moving to Nashville, oh, you'll be sitting there with your feet up with a beer or whatever in Nashville. And I was like, when you're first kind of hitting it big there, I was thinking, I don't really want to do that, so I hope she doesn't. I like it where we are, but no.
I do too.
Luckily, you do too.
Yeah. Clay and I have been together for 5 years now, and we built this home together. Like, obviously, this is a thing that I see a future for. And that's what Clay's dad worries about all the time. He says, well, what's gonna happen when you move to Nashville? And I was like, well, then we'll figure it out. But why is it a when? Maybe I'll move to Nashville someday, I don't know. It's not out of the question, but it's not a plan for me right now. I love Canada, and I love Saskatchewan, and I love Brokenville and Langenberg. Like, I have everything I need here.
Want to call this, keep calling it home, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just quiet, and you can go to the big city and then come back home.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get long. If she's on tour, it gets long and lonely, but...
We got a dog.
Yeah. What was that?
The first time I left here was for Canadian Idol, actually, in 2007, maybe 8. And I went to Toronto, and my mom had to come with me because I was too young to go by myself, and it was an eye-opener. That is one thing that this town doesn't prepare you for, is the city and the exact opposite of what this is. It definitely always makes you want to come back. People don't forget around here, you know? They don't forget what you do. They don't forget what kind of person you are. And it's really important to be the best version of yourself all the time, which I think is a great thing. You know, you can come home and let it all go. But I think that to put your best foot forward in your everyday life is a lesson that really did prepare me for the music industry. So when I'm on stage, I'm Jess Moskaluke, and that's who I am. But I'm a different version of Jess, or a different version of Jessica. But I think that that's a really good lesson, is, you know, to always just kind of be the best person that you can possibly be. Hello, Grandma Diane's residence. Good, how are you?
Your mom?
It's Tammy.
Oh, it's Tammy. But this is old Ukrainian, short of food type of food. Always had flour around, and you pretty much always had potatoes. So this was a way
of
making a meal, cheap, filling.
That's why you don't waste the dough, too.
That's why you don't waste the dough, because it doesn't. Whenever she started, she sang at a carol festival, and I've got the program from the carol festival, and that's what I started. Anything. I put everything in here. And a lot of them I put her competition's name in also. So 50 years from now, when she looks at these, she'll know who she competed against.
It was little. Her sound was really small. It was a pretty little voice and all this, and it was little. And the first time she sang at the Carol Festival, they had to turn the mic way up because it was, you know, she was a little soft. 2 months after that or something, she went and won some contest, belting out pieces. So I'm not sure what happened in those 2 months. Maybe that's when you got a hold of her, but she just suddenly was just singing out and then sang at everything.
We look forward to getting her into the studio recording a song. There is your 620 CKRM 2010 Big Country Talent Show winner.
This was the first CCMA I ever got. Before I got Female Artist of the Year, I'd won the New Artist Showcase the same year.
Yeah.
I think the biggest one for me is when she first won her CCMA. That was huge because, well, being from the country and then listening to Canadian country radio all my life, you obviously hear of the Shania Twains and the Terry Clarks, and for your girlfriend to win it is pretty huge.
I just
did not expect it. I just did not expect it. I just thought how it's very scary.
Yeah,
it's hard
terrifying.
to think of your kid up against all these awesomeness people.
Yeah.
These awesome people, and then they call her name.
And the award goes to Jess Moskaluke.
To thank my family. I love you guys so much. Thank you for still loving me, even though I never see you guys. Thank you guys so much. This has been an amazing year for me, and this is certainly something I will never, ever forget in my whole entire life. Thank you for giving me my first Canadian Country Music Award. Thank you.
When she first got the first gold record.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
That was a surprise. Good surprise. Juno is good too,
Yeah,
but
that
then
was...
another one would be fine. But hey, whatever.
They compare her to like Shania Twain and you know some of the singers. You think, wow, them are the big singers. You know?
Yeah,
And
it's really hard to believe.
These are, you know, Jessica's right up there too. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome, yeah.
I can go now without crying when you, like the first 3 years, every time I call her name or she got up, I just cried all the time.
I think it was the first time I won a CCMA. I had a voicemail from Kent, and it was telling how it was a really, really nice voicemail, and it was like, oh, we're so proud of you. Oh, okay, gotta go, bye.